So my name is Stuart Burrows and I am a volunteer for Chichester Pride. The first benefit of going to VAAC was it focused our minds on some basic documentation that we needed to get together. To apply for membership for VAAC was very easy, but they do ask that we have things like a health and safety policy, data protection policy, stuff like that. That really focused me, because I had the responsibility for joining the organisation, to get that documentation together and make sure we had those basic documents.
Hello, I'm Jan Sherwood and I am the founder and chair of Cancer United. The charity was created in 2013, and it was just by chance that at the same time as it was created, while I was searching around on the internet, I came across an organisation called Voluntary Action Arun Chichester. And boy, did they give me a lot of help. I mean, it was a remarkable thing that they did then, and it's grown into something even more wonderful. And what I learned from VAAC was how to run a charity. So right from the inception of Cancer United, they helped me. In fact, anything and everything that you might want to learn about running a charity, you learn when you are part of VAAC.
Hello, I'm Maggie Haynes, the CEO and project founder of Tupney Barn. I just would like to talk to you a little bit about the valuable experience we've had from VAAC over the years. So the first area that they helped with was with governance. We formed a board with a chairman and trustees, so we had a lot of work trying to help get that established.
My name is Annette Zaraba, and I run the Rustington Platinum Social Club. And then one day Nina turned up, and she really helped me with how we can structure the club, and then all these policies to structure the club properly, and they're really working, honestly working, and I'm really thankful.
Hi, I'm Catherine Slatter. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Life Centre. We really value the support that we get from VAAC. It really helps Life Centre to do the things that we need to do and get the funds that we need to get. So one of the really valuable things is the newsletter. Life Centre regularly uses the newsletter to identify funders, and we apply to those funders and have got valuable funds as a result, which helps us to support survivors with our specialist trauma-informed therapy and take people on that important journey to recovery. As well as funding, there's also lots of opportunities for training, which we've really valued as well as an organisation. And our volunteer coordinator, who's new in post, she looks after all of our volunteers who work on Life Centre's text and telephone helpline. And she's really valued the volunteer coordinator network meetings to get to know other people who are also looking after volunteers, and it helps her to feel less isolated in her role, which is amazing. We value all those networking opportunities and understanding what other partners in the local area are doing to be able to help us to connect and work with others in a better way.
Hello and welcome to Chichester Cathedral. My name is Carolyn and I'm volunteer and HR coordinator here at the Cathedral. The thing I find most useful is the volunteer coordinators network, which means that you join up with other volunteer coordinators and through a whole diverse range of organisations. Last year we had VAAC ran a volunteer recruitment fair, That was, again, a really nice thing to do, especially after we'd been locked away for so long. It was really nice to meet other volunteer organisations, but also the people that came along didn't really know that the cathedral had volunteers, so it was really nice to introduce ourselves to people that were just coming to see what it was all about.
Hi, I'm Tessa Dennison, the founder member of Think 18. Since setting up the charity, we were introduced to VAAC, as I call it, and it's been fantastic for support. Not only have we found some volunteers through there, actually we found a trustee who's a fantastic trustee who's joined recently about 5 months ago. And for grants, it's been invaluable. And 2 of our administrators are taking up courses which have been advertised, and it's been a huge valuable source. For example, they had a thing about National Lottery, and National Lottery, one of the regional people came on board and talked about what charities need and what they should be looking at.
My remit, along with my husband, was to look at fundraising. So Chichester Pride started with no funds at all, and we knew that we would have to approach local businesses for sponsorship, but primarily our focus was on grant applications. And VAAC were hugely helpful in this respect. So we applied for 4 grants and we were successful on 3 of them, which is a pretty good strike rate. And we were helped in lots of different ways. So my contact at VAAC would look at a grant application that I'd written, give me feedback. I could go away and rewrite it. I could get feedback again. Hugely helpful. And they also run some really helpful online forums, if you like, or advice workshops.
Hello, my name's Natalie. I work for UK Harvest as the volunteer coordinator. Previous to working for this charity, I worked in the corporate world in retail. So I have found being a part of VAAC really useful, particularly the networking events, which initially we were doing on Zoom because of COVID, and then more recently we've done in person because it's been a great forum to share ideas and to meet colleagues from other organisations and to kind of share ideas and to gain knowledge and be able to pick other people's brains about how they look after their volunteers at similar organisations.
Yeah, I'm Rob Baffer. I'm the director of Sussex Coast Talking News, and this is my colleague.
I'm Margaret Eagle, and I do the admin. I'm a team leader and magazine compiler.
VAAC has been very important to us, actually, and one of the most important things, and I'll hand over to Margaret, has been about us getting new volunteers for different roles. Margaret?
Yes, we've been in touch with you since Littlehampton days, and you found editors for us and some readers, I think, and also some magazine compilers. So it's been a very useful relationship, both sides.
The other thing I like, before I talk about one specific thing, is that I like the newsletters that we get, which keeps us in touch with other things that are going on in the voluntary sector. And I've been to a couple of your meetings, which I found very useful. More recently, one thing that VAAC has been really helpful with is that we needed to change from being a limited company with charitable status to a CIO, a simple charity, because we just didn't need all of the other stuff, the main constitutions and having to do returns to Company House, etc. And your organisation was just really helpful in helping us to do that, and we got our new charity and charitable status just over a year ago, and that was many thanks to you for doing that.
The other particular thing that was of use to me was the Digital Inclusion Conference. We were very aware when we went into the first lockdown in March 2020 that a lot of our volunteers were socially isolated because they weren't online, we couldn't communicate with them, and so they were digitally excluded. We got some funding but had no idea how to start a project like that. The VAAC conference was invaluable, put me in touch with people that could help us, who set us off on the right track.
This is Bognor Shop Mobility. My name's Marion, I'm the manager. From the very start of me working here as manager, CVS, which VAAC has now taken over, they helped me with volunteer policies and hiring volunteers and looking after volunteers, etc. All sorts of things that I've been along to their meetings to find out different things, do a little bit of training. Recently, VAAC has helped me with a staff problem, with funding, just with any general inquiry that I've made. VAAC have been there as a backup for me to sound off really, and to find out more information and just give me that support that as the manager of Shop Mobility, there is nowhere else to turn to. So VAAC to me is really important, and without it, well, I wouldn't be here. I don't know if Shop Mobility would be. So I think really I can't stress the importance of VAAC enough.
Every aspect, I know there's always been somebody at the end of the telephone who would help. They've never kind of failed in that mission. So I'm really grateful for what they've given us over the years, and I do hope that they get the recognition deserved for all the work they do. I'm not quite sure where we'd be without them, and I really am proud of the collaboration that we've had with VAAC over the years.
It is really a fantastic organization. I don't think this club will be where it is, without VAAC.
It's the most wonderful organisation, and over the years it has helped me take Cancer United from that one tiny little support group to where we are today. And where we are today, 10 years later, is somewhere very different. It's a wonderful organisation, and I cannot thank them enough for all the help and support that they've given us over the years. I'm very, very happy and proud to say I am part of VAAC still, and on their 10th anniversary I wish them all the luck, and for those people that they can continue to help, and young charities, tiny organisations that can grow to be national. Hey, why not? Think big. I do.